Alright, hello Mage fans, players around the world, and this is Leg again. I'm back for another video. I'm sorry about that. So again guys, kumusta kayo dyan? Shoutout lang natin yung yung mga tropa natin dyan. Like Banjo, Sedustra, Chocolate, Alligator, Chocolate Guild Server 80, that's Banjo's Sedustra, Alligator, Garuda Guild Server 149, and Team Elite, my friends, Baby Girl, Fresh, who else? Like Vince, so iBoom, all of you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel and continue supporting it, guys. So this is basically the moment that we're waiting for, and I was kind of surprised with the results of the Apex here. So we only have like 5 minutes to start, and just to give you a little bit of review, I'm kind of disappointed because again, but in first and like the other way around, this gives us an idea that the game is not only for someone who just know how to top up, right? Just know how to. I mean, this is something that you need to have at least a deeper understanding about the game, right? It's not just like you know, you purchase a lot, you think you're again ahead of a competition. No, maybe if it's due for the gap is really big, but this actually proves it, right? So if you would check Super Mix from Tygat Guild server 78 is a bit, I guess way ahead compared to in terms of strategy compared to Perseus. And as you can see, guys, let me tell you, just by looking at this character and based on the potential, I would know what this guy is gonna be using, right? So the pet is just a determining factor. This pet doesn't. There are pets that ignores resistance, right? So just by looking at the character, I know what's kind of strategy is going to be using, and that's why Perseus actually, was so complacent. I don't know about this guy, but not to put you in spotlight. Let's just talk about your character, not to put you in spotlight. Okay, it just means that you just know really to purchase, right? You don't have a deeper understanding about the strategy. I'm so disappointed because I actually bet on you, and the big of a gap of the stats is way big, right? Let's say almost 100k, right? How can you be beaten, right? It seems that you're not prepared, or you're too complacent, or I don't know, you don't know how something about this game. So let's talk about that. Let's watch the. Oh, but before that, we only have like, how many minutes? Do you think Perseus is gonna bounce back, or do you think like Super Mix will actually win this? Because it's only 5 matches, right? Whoever wins the first 3 will be the champion. I do think Super Mix got this in the bag. Just by looking at Perseus, he doesn't even hide what his strategy or what his build is, right? He doesn't even hide that, right? Look at Super Mix. So this guy pretends that this is actually his build. He hides it. But he can't hide it from the eye of those person who probably been playing the game and understands the game. Because just by looking at the equipment and the potential, I know. And just by looking at here, I know what kind of strategy he's going to be using. I'm going to teach you guys in how to determine what strategy most likely your opponent's going to be used on our next video. But for now, let's go ahead and bet who's going to win. So I believe Super Mix would definitely, like 80% will win this game. Precious might win in the 3rd round, but he's going to come back. He's still going to do the same thing. But this just again proves that this game is not only for someone who tops up the most, you're gonna win, right? Even the difference of the stats, 489 attack, 258. But so you can see this guy haven't activated this, most likely 400, right? But his defense is kind of high. So then again, Precious is way too overpowering. It's just that He doesn't know how to use his character that like that, and his potential is not that maxed out. Mainly because Supermax probably started the game earlier, right? And invested on the strategy, not the okay, not how to spend money more than everyone else, right? So please comment below who you think is gonna win, and let's see. Probably by the time that I release this video, we would already determine who's gonna win. But I bet on Supermix is gonna win this because he knows the game deeper than Perseus, right? I don't know what's going on with Perseus, but you know you can bounce back, and please bounce back because you're gonna be a laughing stock, right? You're gonna be an example of a guy who just know how to purchase, just know how to spend money. And I know one from our RTG rankings. Okay, so actually Perseus wins, all right? And okay. All right, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. And Perseus friends actually kind of messaging me on this, and I give them a little bit of advice. Go play defense. Let the stats determine the outcome. Because if you play defense, no matter what, you just as long as your opponent's not gonna do his thing, right? You can resist every way. You're gonna win because your stats is way more important than whatever the strategy is, as long as you were able to interrupt, or what do you call this, predict what's it gonna do. So let's watch the first game. So this basically Perseus doesn't have his potential active, and again, the pet is one of the factor why he actually lost. So the second match, okay. Now he's being right. He was leading to like crit resistance. There's and when I check his resistance, like before this game, he put something like 300 critical resistance. Who in the world, like, let's say for example Asia, I believe there's no one here who can reach their crit to 300%. Could be like 250, but not 300. Why would you put like 300 plus resistance? Even if it's just 200, it's enough, right? You put that into something else, but he put it 300 resistance, crit resistance. That's why he lacks of crit. And Supermix was able to manipulate, I guess, what he's thinking. And look at Perseus' character here. He doesn't even hide his strategy. So advise one of his guildmates to actually use the counter and disrupt steal, mainly because if you look at the potential of Supermix, you would know what kind of strategy he will always use. It might change a little bit, but just looking at that, right? Looking at that, which I'm gonna tell you guys on my next video, alright? How to determine if your opponent will use or is building up like a strategy to counter something. And I will teach you on how to counter. If it's a crit, how to counter a crit. If it's a restrict, how to counter restrict. Every build, how to counter. There's always a counter for every build, right? So Perseus won. I'm hoping that he will keep that up, but it's close, right? It's close. See, he was restricted by the pet. So let's like slow it down. So Perseus hit like 700 plus, right? Combo, restrict, combo, right? Right. So Supermix probably was using combo plus combo HP steal and counter, right? Just looking at his character here. So I don't know, and see, it's actually HP steal. He just changed it to HP steal. Now he he revealed his strategy. He just changed bet or whatnot, but HP still 124%. So that's it. Then, guys, who do you think is gonna win? If you think Precious would actually win in this round or this championship, please comment down below. But I think like 70% to 80% Super Mix will actually win because he was now in Precious' head, right? Precious is thinking that he's gonna bit. What do you call this? Right now he's thinking a lot, and it might help, you know, or Super Mix might able to capitalize on that, right? If component is so confused on what you're going to use, but I don't know if Perseus actually can read opponent's let's say strategy by just looking at this character and his equipment. Here, you would also see that it's pretty evident what he's gonna be using, right? And look at the Perseus. Look at Perseus seal here. You definitely know what Perseus is gonna be using. Like, you can tell it by just looking at it and what his weakness here. So this is the strategy, and this is his weakness, right? Okay, so this should serve him again a lesson to venture for like other strategy, because this may be a simple game, but this is something like it's not hardcore compared to the game I played before, but something this will make you think a little bit, right? What kind of strategy to counter something. Okay. So again, I guess this is the end of Apex Championship. I'm gonna make another video for that, just to give you a quick replay on Apex. And you know, your boy Sly here wasn't really successful on battling with Evil. It's just mainly the pet contributed to everything, right? If you're being restricted by a pet, you definitely can't do anything. Which I'm gonna show or create clips on every battle for everyone who probably enter semifinals or top 16, so everyone can see who actually went into the semifinals and then who became the champion. All right, so that's all for you guys. All right, please hit the like and subscribe if you found this kind of video just kind of interesting, and notification bell, because I'm going to be making some videos that would give you an overview or idea what your opponent you're against with in the near Apex tournament, what he's going to be using, what kind of strategy he's going to be using, even though he won't reveal it. Okay, because there's like in this chain setup, you can always modify this, like, you might let's say the stats that's going to be showing, it's the stats that you currently are equipped. But when you go here and then go here and chain setup, this is every match this set will be followed. Say for example the first stats, right? Second match, like say. All right, so that's it. I hope you find some value and you learn something. Again, peace out.